If your business isn't ranking in Google Maps, you're losing potential customers to your competitors every single day. In this video, I'll show you how to optimize your Google business profile to rank number 1. And I'll save you hours of your time by exposing the ranking tips that most SEO gurus push that are complete myths. Before I get into how to optimize your profile, first you need to understand how the ranking system works. Google says your rank is based on 3 main factors. First is relevance. Relevance is how well your business profile matches what someone is searching for. To optimize your profile's relevance, you need to be diligent about including as much correct information about your business and what you offer as possible. This is important because when a customer is searching for anything related to your business, Google will know to serve them your profile in the search results. Now, let's get into what you can do to optimize your profile's relevance. Also, this list is in order of importance. This simply means putting what you do in your business name. And it's a double whammy if you include the location you do it in too. Just to show you how powerful this is, let's search up Boston plumbers, for example. As you can see, the top listing is Boston budget plumbing. And this isn't even in Boston proper. Looks like it's in Milton or Quincy. Keywords is obviously not the only factor in play here, but it's definitely a big contributing factor to ranking number 1 for such a valuable search term. Unfortunately, you can't just add a bunch of keywords to your name on your Google business profile. You actually have to be operating under that name. Doing so could actually result in suspension. This is directly from Google. Including unnecessary information in your business name isn't permitted and could result in suspension of your Google business profile. So for those of you that already have a business name without keywords in it, the only way for you to take advantage of this ranking factor is to actually change your name. This means you need to do 4 things. First, you need to legally change your business name with the state and the IRS. So you can either completely change the name, which means you change the LLC name, or you can get a DBA. A DBA means doing business as. Essentially, you keep the LLC the same, but now you're known publicly as your DBA name. Second, you need to update all official documentation. This is stuff like your banking info, articles of incorporation, and operating agreements. Third, you got to update your marketing materials. This is things like your website, your logo, your social media profiles, your signage on your building. Anywhere where your business is being used in your marketing materials, you need to completely update that with the new business name. Fourth, you need to update your name across all mentions on the web. Basically, this means updating your name in all the directories. If you're unaware, directories are sites like Yelp and the Yellow Pages. So yeah, it's a lot of work. The question is it worth it? I don't know. It's hard to give a definitive answer when it really just comes down to your personal situation. If your business has been around for a while and you're doing well, then probably not. But if you're a newer business and your brand name is not well known and you could really use the extra business, then I'd say probably go for it because it's definitely going to help you get more business. But who's to say that this is even a ranking factor in a year from now? Google changes its algorithm all the time. So there's that to consider as well. This may seem basic, but you'd be surprised how many people mess this up. Picking the wrong category can absolutely tank your ranking for search terms that are important to your business. Take a dentist, for example. They have a ton of business categories to choose from, such as dentist, dental clinic, cosmetic dentist, teeth whitening service, and pediatric dentist. So let's say a pediatric dentist accidentally selects dentist as its primary business category. Now Google isn't ranking them for important search terms like kid dentist near me or pediatric dentist near me, which is a huge deal, because those people are specifically looking for what they offer. Some of you might be unsure what to select for your primary business category. If that's the case, ask yourself, or better yet, ask your customers what they would search to find a business like yours. If you find that the majority of people are saying the same thing, search that term up in Google Maps to see what the top businesses are using for their primary business category. For those of you that picked the wrong category, to change it, go to your Google Business Profile dashboard and click on the Edit Profile button, then click on Business Category. Change your category to your new category and click Save. One last tip. If your business changes with the seasons, make sure that you change your primary business category as well. So for example, if you're a landscaper, your business category in the summer would obviously be landscaper. But in the winter, you provide snow removal services. So in the winter, make sure you change your primary business category to snow removal services. This is important because a lot of businesses offer much more than what their primary business category covers. So by adding additional categories, you're able to cast a much wider net and show up for a wider variety of searches. This handyman business is a great example of this. Handymen provide a wide variety of services. By adding some of those services as additional categories like bathroom remodeler or painter, they're signaling to Google that they want to rank for specific service searches like bathroom remodeler near me or painter near me. Whereas if they only had handyman as their primary business category and nothing else, they likely wouldn't rank as well for specific service searches. And for those of you that don't know how to add additional categories, all you need to do is go to your dashboard, click on the Edit Profile button, click on Business Category, and then click on Add Another Category. And then you can add up to 9 total. Photos and videos help with both rankings and conversions. How they help with conversions is pretty straightforward. You've probably heard the saying, a photo is worth 1,000 words and a video is worth 1,000,000. And that's pretty much it. Visuals give potential customers real tangible proof about what you do and what your business is about. Instead of telling them, you're showing them, which builds trust and helps them make a buying decision faster. How photos and videos help with rankings is actually pretty cool. Google has a software called Vision AI, which allows them to analyze photos and videos and detect and label the content within them. For example, if you're a landscaper and you upload a video of you mowing a lawn, Google is able to analyze that video and basically pull the keywords landscaper and lawnmower out of the video. So we know why photos and videos are important. Now, you're probably wondering, what types of videos and photos should you be posting? Well, for videos, you could record your team in action, interior and exterior walkthroughs of your business, or even a mission statement about what makes your business special. Product demos, team interviews, and client testimonials also work great too. For photos, it's a lot of the same type of stuff. Take photos of the inside or outside of your building, your products and services, and your team. And make sure that they're real photos, not stock. According to a study done by marketingexperiments.com, real photos converted 35% better than stock. So even if you have to take photos with a smartphone camera, it's still better than stock. As for the frequency at which you should be posting, once a month or once a quarter is totally fine. And for those of you that are planning on geotagging your photos, don't bother. A lot of SEO gurus say to do this, but Google removes all data from photos for privacy reasons. So this is a complete waste of time and has no ranking benefit. For those of you that don't know how to add photos and videos to your profile, all you gotta do is open up your dashboard, click on photos, click on add photos, and then drag your photo or video into the box. And just so you're aware, there are some specifications that your photos and videos have to meet, which is outlined right here. I know this is basic, and a lot of you have already done this, but if you haven't, you 100% should. Connecting your website gives Google more information about your business, which helps them understand when to show your business profile to the right customers. Your Google business profile only has so much information to pull from, while your website is basically a database of information. So for those of you that don't have your website already added, all you need to do is head on over to your dashboard and click on the Edit Profile button, and then scroll on down to Website. All you gotta do is add the link and then you're all good. And a pro tip, if you have multiple locations, make sure that you link to a location page, not the home page. This may seem like a weird one, but Google actually ranks your business higher when you're open versus when you're closed. You may be thinking, oh, okay, I'll just set my hours for 24/7 and I'll only really be open 9 to 5. Unfortunately, that's not how this works. You can't say you're open 24/7 without actually being open 24/7. This is against Google's guidelines and could result in you getting suspended. Not to mention, this would just piss customers off as they're trying to reach you and it says you're open, but you're really not. I know this isn't the most practical tip as your hours are your hours, but if your hours are flexible, it could be worth extending them or even rearranging them to times when most of your competitors are closed. If you do end up changing your hours, make sure that you update your hours everywhere else. In real life, like your business signage, and online as well, like your website and any directories that you have listings on. That way Google knows you're not violating their guidelines. Services are similar to categories, except they can help you rank for much more specific keywords, and you can add a lot more of them. And before somebody gets confused, I just want to preface that not everybody is going to be able to add services. It just depends on your business type. If you can add services, you'll see an Edit Services button in your dashboard. There are 2 types of services that you can add: predefined services and custom services. The predefined services are the buttons up here at the top. To add them, all you need to do is go through and click them. And then if you wanted to add a custom service, scroll down here to the bottom and click Add Custom Service, and then type out your custom service. It's worth mentioning that predefined services have a larger impact on rankings, so make sure that you add all that apply, but custom services still do impact rankings, So if Google doesn't list something that you provide, make sure that you add it as a custom service. And while we're on the topic of services, I want to quickly address a common myth about products. You may have heard the piece of advice that you should add services to your product section to help optimize your profile. First, and most importantly, studies have shown that there really aren't any ranking benefits to adding products. While they may help with conversions since they do take up a lot of space on your profile, as of today, they do not impact rankings. Second, you're not using the feature how Google intended. Google does not want you adding services to your product section and vice versa. So technically, this is against Google's guidelines. While I don't think Google is actively enforcing this, as there are a lot of people who do this, you never know, one day they might, and it's definitely not worth getting your profile suspended for something that has zero ranking benefit. Attributes can help you rank better for specific searches related to that attribute. For example, let's say you're a veteran who owns a coffee shop. So you select the identifies as veteran owned attribute. Now, anytime a potential customer is searching for veteran owned coffee shops near me or anything like that, your business will rank better. This also applies to all the other attributes as well. So if any of the other attributes apply to your business, make sure that you add them. To add attributes to your profile, click on the Edit Profile button in your dashboard, then scroll all the way down to More. So this whole entire section is the attributes section. So just go through all of these and add any that apply to your business. And that's it. That's pretty much everything that you can do to optimize your profile's relevance. The second ranking factor is distance. Distance refers to how far away your business location is from the searcher. The closer you are to the searcher, the better you will rank. Unfortunately, the only way to really optimize your profile for distance would be to either relocate your business to a more populated area or open up a second business location in that area. You can't just create a second Google business profile without a real address that is actually staffed. And if you were thinking that you were going to set service areas to help boost your proximity, that's not how it works. For whatever reason, Google has made service areas practically useless. In fact, physical locations actually rank better than service area businesses. So if you're a hybrid business, like a plumber, for example, even though customers don't usually visit your location, you should still be showing your business address on your profile. Also, if you have a physical business location, you want to make sure that your pin is exactly over your business location. So where you can do this is if you go to the Edit Profile button and you scroll on down to business location. Mine's turned off. Let me just put on a fake address real quick. You'll see something like this. So if you click on Adjust, you'll be able to slide this pin to wherever you want. And again, you just want to make sure that's exactly over your business location. You want to do this so that customers are getting accurate directions. So yeah, that's pretty much it. There's not much that you can do to optimize your business's distance. And the last ranking factor is prominence. Prominence is how well known and trusted your business is. This is a pretty important one. A business like McDonald's could make every SEO mistake in the book and still rank well based on their brand's prominence alone. Now, this is more about your business as a whole than it is just about your Google business profile. But there is one thing that you can do to help optimize your prominence on your Google business profile, and that is Google reviews. This is a pretty big ranking factor, and it's much more than just getting a lot of positive reviews. Google also cares about the frequency and recency of your reviews. A lot of people say, oh, I got 100 reviews or whatever, and I got a 5-star rating. I don't need any more reviews. Well, that's actually not the case. If your competitors are consistently getting new reviews, your rankings are eventually going to drop. And recency isn't just a Google ranking factor. Customers don't value old reviews as well. A study by Bright Local found that 85% of consumers consider reviews older than 3 months irrelevant. In other words, you cannot rely on a bunch of old reviews. You need a steady stream of new ones. But before you do anything, do not request your entire list all at once. If you get a bunch of reviews in one sitting, Google might suspend your profile because they think they're fake. Instead, what you want to do is slowly trickle them out. Now, how many you trickle out depends on your business. If you're a high volume business like a restaurant, getting 5 reviews in a day is probably not that out of the ordinary. But if you're a pool builder who has under a dozen jobs in a year, getting 5 reviews in a day would probably raise some red flags. So just use common sense when you're finding that number of customers to request every day. Once you've asked your existing customer list, you're going to want to set up a system to get reviews from new customers. The first step, if you want to do this on your own, is to decide how you want to ask them. You could either ask them directly in person or send them a text or email. In person is probably going to have the highest success rate with the highest average rating. Most people probably aren't going to say no, and who's going to leave you a negative review with you standing right in front of them? If that feels too forced, you could also create cards or a poster with your review request QR code on it and place it around your storefront, like on your register or tables. If in person isn't practical for your business, you can still have success with email and text. Just make sure to get the timing right and to keep the message simple. Timing depends on your business. If you sell furniture, you probably don't want to ask for a review the same day someone buys something. The customer needs more time to see how the furniture holds up before they can give a real review. But if you're a plumber, you could probably get away with asking for a review the same day, as your service was an immediate fix. There actually have been studies done on this. Harvard Business Review found that contrary to what most people think, if you send a review request the very next day, customers are actually less likely to leave a review than if you waited around 2 weeks. Take from that what you will. 2 weeks seems way too long, but that's just me. You won't know for sure unless you test yourself. Once you figure that out, you will then need to come up with what you're going to say. Your message doesn't need to be complicated. Something as simple as, hey, do you have a moment to leave us a Google review? We appreciate it. Works fine. Just make sure that you add your Google review request link at the very bottom of your text or email. Or if you really want to optimize each review, you can prompt the customer to mention the product or service they received, which will help you rank better for the keywords that they mention. But before you do that, double check your review feedback page. Some of you will see a page like this that already prompts customers to mention the services provided. If that's the case, there's no need to prompt them again in your text or email. While we're on the topic of keywords, I just want to quickly mention that you should not be wasting your time stuffing keywords into your responses to your reviews. Unlike keywords in reviews, they are not a ranking factor. However, that does not mean you should stop replying to your reviews entirely. It is still a good idea to reply to reviews, especially negative ones. If all this sounds like a lot of work, we do have a free app and paid services that can help streamline this. Our free app is real simple. It's one page with 3 buttons: send by text, send by email, and scan QR code. If you want to request a review by text, click send by text. It will automatically open your default messaging app with a pre-written message that includes your Google review request link. From there, enter your customer's phone number and hit send. If you want to request a review by email, click send by email. It will automatically open your default email app with a pre-written message that includes your Google review request link. From there, enter your customer's email address and hit send. If you're with a customer in person, click scan QR code. It will display your Google review QR code. From there, the customer can scan the QR code and will be taken directly to your Google business profile to leave a review. If you're dealing with a high volume of customers each month, then that probably isn't the best fit for you, which is why our paid services are completely automated. We can hook into the software you already use to run your business and pull out customer contact data to automatically send text and email review requests 24/7, 365, so you don't have to do anything. And we automatically respond to reviews and repurpose those reviews into social media posts as well. If you're interested in either of those things, head on over to VisiScale.com. That's VISIScale.com and fill out our contact form and we'll get you set up. Like I mentioned before, this is about as far as you can go with optimizing your prominence within your Google business profile. The next steps of building your prominence would be getting into websites, SEO, and other brand building stuff. I don't want this turning into an hour-long video, so I'll save that topic for another time. If you got any questions, just drop them in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, check out this video right here.